She didn't click the talk and video button yet.
Oh, okay. She is.
Oh yeah, she did. She did. Adrian.
Adrian.
Sorry I'm late.
Hey, Adrian.
Hi.
Good to have you aboard.
Thank you.
How was your week, Adrian?
Good. Very good. Great class.
Fantastic.
What classes do you have?
I'm only doing one right now. Spanish 180, beginning Spanish.
Oh, okay. Is it full?
Very full.
Oh,
They always are. Which one do you guys use?
Excuse me?
Which book do you guys use? Anybody? Kurt, Adrian?
At my college, Mount Sac, we use Adelante Uno for Spanish.
Oh, that's right. We talked about that. Yeah.
And what do you guys use?
We use Vistas. What do you use, Adrian?
We're using Tu Mundo. It's the
Tu Mundo. Okay.
Tu Mundo.
It's a new one from.
That's the Dos Mundos sequel.
Yeah, it's the sequel to Dos Mundos. I'm not a huge fan of it.
That's the communicative-based book.
Yeah, but the website's kind of a pain, right?
The website's terrible.
Yeah.
Oh no. The Vistas.
I love Dos Mundos, but Tu Mundo, there's just a lot of little things about it I'm not really happy with. But oh well.
Yeah, that's what we say. Oh well.
Si es la vida.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
You know what we do at Mission, right?
Yes, lo que hay.
All of our classes at Mission, except the French, she's going to do whatever she wants. But our Italian and our Spanish, we just use our own materials because we cannot stand to be controlled by the books and the publishers and the websites and stuff like that. And we just get wonderful results.
Well, not to mention the fact. Go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, you guys, that's amazing that you guys can get away with that. We,
well,
we wouldn't be able to get away with that.
There's only been 2 full-timers the entire time.
Yeah, who did you guys hire?
His name is Mario Escobar.
Mario Escobar. Okay, I think I know who that is.
He got his master's at UCLA, but he got his other degrees like Washington, D.C. or something like that.
Okay, yeah, I think I know. Okay, yeah.
Lynn, why would you not be able to get away with something like that if you could do a better job?
Oh, for accreditation, you have to put down a textbook, and the textbook has to have been published within the last 3 or 4 years, I forget. So, like, even if we're using a textbook, for example, like Mary Ellen, she's listening here, she had to change books. She was using a book for French civilization. 60 Million Frenchmen Can't Be Wrong, and she loved that book, and we all love that book, and she couldn't use it anymore as the main textbook in the course outlines because the last issue was 2003. We have to be up within the last 3 or 4 years for a textbook. So, and we're kind of monitored by that, and that's approved by the curriculum committee and what other powers that we have. So we would never be able to get away with it. I mean, I suppose we could put down a textbook and then not use it. I guess that's always a possibility.
That's always been the directive for us. Just make sure you have something down there that's recent, and then do whatever you want.
Oh, yeah. See, yeah. But we like the way around it. We like the Vista Higher Learning. We like the super site. We kind of cause trouble and kind of get the price down, and we just don't take their word for it with the price, and we threaten to leave, and we do this whole thing with them, and we're pretty aggressive with the publisher. And we did get the price down, so it's not so bad, but you really have to fight them because they are, they'll have one price for one campus and another price for the next campus, and so it's big business, and they don't quite get it yet that students aren't willing, and also that the faculty is not willing to let the students overpay. So we fight for them, and we, as I said, we did get it down. It's something like for the we did a 3-volume split in Spanish. It's easier in Spanish because of the numbers, obviously.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay, sorry. Long story. My son undid things on my computer and installed a new wireless, and I don't find the security key to log on the laptop. So we'll use the headset. Dave and I are old-fashioned.
Yep.
Okay, let's go ahead. Keep going.
Okay.
I've been waiting.
So we were just chit-chatting about books and prices and publishers and stuff like that. So anyway, just to finish that thought, we have, for Vistas, we have a 3-volume split, and the students can order it right from the website. It includes the first, for Spanish 1, and it includes the full super site, the full-blown one with all the bells and whistles and grammar tutorials and all the stuff on there, for something like $70-something. So
That's
yeah,
cheap.
yeah. So we did that, but it took a lot. I mean, it took a lot, and then Mary Ellen and I negotiated one too. We didn't get quite as good a deal for Spanish because the numbers aren't there for French. And the most expensive one was Italian because those numbers are even less. But we still got good deals for all 3 of the languages.
Are you using Panorama for Spanish?
No, we're using Espace because since we're doing French 1, 2, and 3, as we do Spanish 1, 2, and 3 with the first-year book, we needed that extra chapter that had been chopped off, Espace to Promenade, so that's why we decided to use Espace.
Right, but for Spanish.
It's the same thing, only it has the extra chapter. It's like Vistas and Panorama.
Okay, okay, now I know what you mean, yeah. Okay.
Lynn, I have one question for you. The $70 for each of the levels of Vistas is the 3-level split of Vistas. Is that before the bookstore markup?
No, this is a special custom site where the students can go on and order it directly without the bookstore. Yeah.
Oh.
Now the ones that have to do the bookstore, there is the markup there, but the ones that have to do the bookstore are the ones that can get the financial aid anyway, so they have the voucher. So, but no, it's right from they did a custom site, but I think it's because of you guys, Kurt, actually, because you had that deal for Adelante, and we found out about it. I think it was Mount Sac. And
that was us. That was us.
Yeah, and then we said, wait a minute, you gave them that, and what about us? And then
man,
we kind of,
I'm glad to be of service.
Yeah, so thank you.
Oh, I tell you, if you're not a hard-nosed negotiator, you really do your students a disservice.
I know. Because they will mark it up and they will charge $200 for these things, and
half our students
that wasn't happening and no way, and we'll just go get another book, even though we didn't want to get another book because I like their program. I love the website, and it's a very robust program, as you know, and we didn't want to go anywhere else, but we threatened to go. We said, okay, Pearson can do this for us, and we have a deal with Pearson for our natives. For the heritage class, they're paying something like, what is it, Mary Ellen? $40 or $50? Mary Ellen?
Yeah.
Isn't it something like that? Yeah, we negotiated something like that.
Yeah, it's very cheap. That was the Pearson, right?
Right. And we told Vista Higher Learning that we were going to go with Pearson for Spanish and just use Mosaicos, and then they came down real fast and got a deal, and and we got the usual, oh, well, just for you guys, and we did this, and I went to bat for you, and,
Yeah.
The usual.
Okay. Well, I think that it's probably about the right time for us to start making some progress on the newsletter. So I don't know if everybody can find their copy of Dave's newsletter on your computers.
Okay, yeah, I think I have it.
Okay. I was trying to think of how far we got. When I think, was it page 3 of it? Let's see. At the top of page 3, it says Conference 2015. And
oh, let me find that. Oh, here it is, newsletter. I got it. Okay.
Okay. And then near the bottom of page 3, it says lodging for the conference. I just want to make sure that I think we got to page 4, the very first part of page 4, but I want to see if anyone else remembered how far we got.
You know, you guys, I was left out of it pretty much because I wasn't able to hear you and had a terrible time last time we had the webinar. So I don't know what you decided or said or whatever.
Okay, I think at least from my notes, I have some edits at the bottom of page 3 where it says lodging for the conference.
Okay.
Bottom of page 3.
Those of you who live fairly far from Los Angeles may want to drive, and then I think what I have is a comma after drive and then fly, or take a train in, and then and that was like inserted before on Friday.
I remember doing that. Yeah, I remember doing that.
Okay, so we did that, and then we crossed out, and just in case, let's see, which is an adequate establishment we took out and put Travelodge and Silmar, which is located. Remember that we talked about adequate establishment?
I remember talking about that.
Oh, okay.
I was trying to make it kind of fun and not flat. That's the reason for all this, you know, kind of, you know.
Yeah, no, I appreciate all your effort, Dave. Having the raw materials like this to work with is wonderful, and without you having done this, it would have been a lot more work for everybody. And then I said, okay, so I guess we are then on page 4, last year's conference, and then it's the CCCFLC conference took place at Golden West College in Huntington Beach. Thanks to everyone. Mention names. Okay, mention names, and then Tammy. So, thanks to everyone. Was that supposed to be the people who who organized the last year's conference?
Yes.
Okay, then I guess I'll put my name, and then Heidi's name, and then Tammy. So Kurt, Heidi, and Tammy, who was the host. She did quite a bit of work. Okay, so we can put our names in parentheses, who worked so hard to make it happen. Click here for photos. Now, what is this thing about, oh, so you're thinking that Denise is going to put a link there to be able to check out photos from last year?
That was the idea. You know, it was just an idea. You don't even have to do it.
Okay, so
you're going to post this on the website too, right? Or are we just
I would think, I mean, we're going to ask Denise to post it on the website, but since she can't be here today with us, it's kind of hard to know exactly what to say about that. But I would think that it would not be a problem. So I'm going to put click here for photos in red, and then see if I can, maybe next time we get together we can clarify that with Denise. All right, so then the next one is CCCFLC blog. Now here's where I wanted to get some ideas from you guys. It says, want to powwow with other CC language colleagues all over the state 24/7. Now, I kind of thought that it might be best to replace powwow with something else. What do the rest of you think?
How about want to connect? What about want to connect?
Yeah, want to connect. That sounds better to me. I think powwow, powwow just sounds a little too slang for me. I don't know. This is like an official thing that I'm going to email out to the chairs of departments, and it just sounds a little bit more academic or something to put connect instead of powwow.
I think connect is good because that's kind of a buzzword right now anyways.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that okay with you, Dave?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
They're just suggestions. Remember, you guys have, you know, a lot of say in it and the last word.
Okay. So want to connect with other CCC language colleagues all over the state 24/7. Is there anyone who has a suggestion for the rest of that sentence?
Fine.
Fine?
It's fine. I'm
All
just laughing that while this would be wonderful and all of us would love to do it, I'm just laughing at our lack of time. You know,
if it's the rest of our colleagues,
I mean, we would love to, you know, but
we unfortunately
once and you'll get hooked.
You're right about that. But it sounds good. I mean, it's good to kind of invite people.
Oh, it's fantastic, especially since you know, we come up with these topics that we talk about, and I know Mary Ellen and I do all the time, especially in the car on the way home, and you know, we always find these things that we want to talk about, and it would be great just to get input from people all over the state, and maybe this will help. You know, it's just that we have so little time. We just seem to get projects piled on us all the time.
But the good idea is that because it says 24/7, the idea is that you can, you know, put your input at any time that
right, of course,
be for you. So it's great. Anybody could log on and chat about it a little bit, and then wait, and a couple days later somebody else can respond.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm just basically lamenting the fact that we don't have more time for this kind of thing, because I think it's great.
But somebody could take 5 minutes at 11 o'clock at night.
Exactly. No, you're right. Absolutely.
You're right.
It's great.
Doesn't take a lot of time to put your consent
for
in.
one comment, you know, but yeah.
Okay, so let's continue here and see what you guys think. Eager to get advice, give advice, discuss methodology, find out how a certain textbook is working out, discuss classroom management, or how to deal with wily chairs and administrators, or talk about anything else, positive or negative.
Are we going to be sending this to any wily chairs and administrators?
Yes, we are, and that's why we probably don't want to use the word wily.
Oh, they know they're wily.
Not all of them. Some have a big ego about it.
Some of them don't.
This is for us.
Yeah, this is for us, but I'm also going to be emailing this out to the chairs of departments that don't normally go to our conferences, right?
I would leave it how to deal with administration. It's more generic, and it's not pointing the finger as much. Because I don't even want to point out chairs.
Okay.
We are.
Yeah, Adrian.
I like that idea. Okay, very good. I have changed that to how to deal with administration. Okay, any other advice earlier on that sentence? How about instead of how to get advice, give advice, how about how to get and give advice? Or
It's fine the way it is to me.
Excuse me?
To me, it's fine the way it is.
Okay, all right. Okay, then we'll move on. Well, good news. A blog has been established for us at CCCFLC. Now, do we want to say at the CCCFLC website, or this is going to be a separate website, right, Dave? How's this going to? It's going to be.
Cut out.
Can you hear us?
It's can you hear me? I can hear
Yes.
you. It's going to be called cccflcblog.org.
Okay, so it's not going to be the same as our normal website.
No.
Okay, good.
We're going to have a link, though, right? Are we going to put a link up there? I guess that's a Denise question.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that we've got to save that question for Denise, but I would think she would want to do that.
I think this sentence should read, a blog has been established for us by the CCCFLC.
Okay.
By the.
Yeah, by the FLC. Okay.
Yeah,
do the rest of you...
When you say at, you're suggesting that it's at a particular website, and that's not a URL.
That's true. I like that point.
Me too.
Anyone else have a comment?
I agree.
Okay, very good. So Dave Pardes has volunteered to be the blog master. Okay.
And there we have the address, which is perfect.
Yeah, exactly. Go to check it out. You can use your real name or a screen name, or alternate between real name and screen name for different purposes. Any comments on that one?
You have to read the next sentence for that to make sense.
Okay. In other words, you can be anonymous when you want to be. Log on now and see the list of topics for discussion and suggest some of your own. Okay. Any comments on any of that?
I think that's good because some people will feel freer to make comments if they know they can be anonymous.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Good point. Okay. Okay, and then the next thing says CCCFLC Facebook page, question mark, like it. So what is the question mark supposed to be?
Well, excuse me, I didn't know what to put about that. I mean, somebody else is going to have to write about that. The only thing that I saw was that whoever is in charge of that wants us to like it.
Okay.
Do we have a Facebook page, or do we need to make one?
I believe Denise already created one.
I believe so.
Yeah, that's
Let me go on Facebook and let me see if it's there. And
I'm sure she's created one. Because I liked it.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna like it too. Okay.
Kurt, I got a question. Are
Yes.
you keeping all these changes? Because I'm not doing anything. I'm just.
Yeah, I am making these changes on my copy. And I mean, that's the place where it needs to be made, because I'm the one that's going to be emailing these out to the different chairs and whatnot. So,
Excellent.
yeah, I'm definitely making these changes.
Wonderful.
Oh, yeah, we've got one.
Okay, so we've got one. Good. Do we want to put the...
It hasn't been updated. Nobody's been on here.
For a while?
Yeah, for a while.
Well, I think Denise has been... Well, yeah, I don't know. I think Denise has been kind of neglecting it a bit. But the main thing is that she put any new information on there, and hopefully she will be able to do that.
Because it's about information for last year's conference.
Well,
Yeah.
I think she only updates it after every conference.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Yes, she only updates it, and then she only, I mean, normally she doesn't, yeah, that's right, after each one, not before each one. Maybe we can get her to put some updated information before our conference so that
we
people
can
can
advertise
check
the
it.
conference.
Yeah, just, you know, the date and, you know, payment information and whatever. I mean, just the basics that, in case someone goes on there and wants to know how to, you know, go to the conference.
She'll probably be willing to do that.
I would think so. Okay. Then, let's see, the next one. So what I have then under CCCFLC Facebook page, I just limited it to like it without the question marks, because I don't know what else to put there. Does that sound about right, or anyone want to add something to that?
You might want to say, you know, here's the link, and then like it, and put an exclamation point after like it. Everybody will know what that means.
Yeah.
Okay, what did you say before the like it?
Here's the link.
Here's the link, period, and then like it with an exclamation point, right?
Right, and then you have to find out what the link is. Lynn, you probably just did it, right? Lynn,
Kim. Well, Lynn, if you can do that, we probably need to kind of wait till Denise is back with us before we finalize a lot of this. But I just put in red the word link, so.
Yeah, we can do that. And then, you know, if I'm taking pictures with my iPhone, I can put them up on Facebook almost immediately.
Great.
I have to see how to put them up on the CCCFLC site, though. They might go to my site, but I'll figure that out.
Okay, that sounds good.
I just thought of something for that. It would be really cool if people would take pictures of people actually teaching in their classroom, and, you know, using this or that and pointing to this or that, or conferring with a student, or maybe having a little movie, you know, just to make it more interesting and just to see each one of us in action.
That would be great.
Like
that would be.
I love it. That would be fantastic. Or something that's difficult to teach and somebody who has a good idea to do it, how to do it. That would be fantastic. I would love that.
Some of it, you know, some of that could go on the blog too. Some of that sort of thing, you know, like, you know, how do you teach the so and so and that sort of thing.
Yeah, because that sounds like a perfect thing for the blog to put a few the videos on there.
But pictures of our beautiful faces, you know, would be really great on the Facebook page, just to put some people up there, you know, and have it active or something like that.
You're right.
On the Facebook page, there are lots of pictures from the previous conferences, and there's even videos, and there's quite a bit of stuff there.
Sure, you could take campus pictures of different TCs, you know, in the state, and, you know, feature them or something like that every once in a while, and, you know, say, well, this is what they offer there. They have Korean, they have Arabic, whatever it is. You know, do a little feature story on one every once in a while.
Oh, that's
yeah, and then maybe, yeah, that could be, you know, and Mary Ellen, is she there? Is Mary Ellen gone again?
Mary Ellen. Hello.
He's not even on the board.
Did we lose Mary Ellen? Oh, she's not on the board anymore. Oh, boy.
What happened?
Good question.
Oh, no.
We had problems.
Mary Ellen left the main room. Let me
Yeah, she
check
had problems last week, too, so we're going to have to see.
I know there was something with her cable, and her son changed everything out instead of having the cable guy come, and so I think that probably affected some of this stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody, I already told Kurt this, but I, you know, have been having trouble almost every time, but not this time, too much at least.
No,
because, yeah, because I called this woman named Donna at Palomar. You know, she's the IT troubleshooter, and she took over my computer, and she just fixed this and that and everything, and it works really an awful lot better this time than ever before.
Wow, that's a good thing to do.
Indeed.
We should just suggest to Mary Ellen to do the same thing from this point on, or at least before the next one.
Yeah. I'm texting her to see what happened.
Okay, good. So why don't we look forward here at the next item in the newsletter. It says Actual Conference. The American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Languages will hold its annual conference in San Diego. Shouldn't there be a comma after San Diego?
Yes.
Or on, the word on maybe?
The American Council on the Teaching of Foreign Languages will hold its annual conference in San Diego, comma, on November 20th to the 22nd.
Okay,
right?
so if I put
comma
on,
after San Diego.
okay, comma after San Diego,
Yes.
and the word on after that, right?
Yes.
Okay, all right, November 20th, 22nd. Complete registration and housing details are on the actual website at da-da-da-da-da. Okay, looks good. Any other comments on that one?
Does anybody want to urge people, for example, to go to that or tell what, you know, something about it, previous experience, or, you know, something to make it look attractive?
We could mention Rick Steves because a lot of people like him. That was the hook for me this year.
Okay, Rick Steves. How do you spell Steves?
S-T-E-V-E-S. Rick Steves will be the keynote speaker.
S-T-E-V-E-S.
Like Steves.
Okay,
Steves,
like
okay. Multiple Steves.
Rick Steves will be the keynote speaker?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do we want to mention that many of the CCCFLC officers and members plan to be there?
Yes, sure.
Yes, great. Yeah.
Good idea.
Okay. I'm writing out many of the CCCFLC officers and members plan to be there. Okay, any other suggestions for that one?
Maybe some comment on a good time was had by all, something like that.
Oh, after the fact?
Hi, I'm calling because I'm
Previous one.
Oh, Mary Ellen. Okay, let's go back to Mary Ellen.
my phone to join the session for CCC it's called the CCCFLC Officers.
I think she's getting technical help.
Oh, okay. So we'll just let her get her technical help while we continue.
Right, because I am getting intermittent,
Okay, so
Did you need the phone number or the passcode?
CLTA, California Language Teachers Association. Associations. Next conference will take place March 17th through 20th, 2016 in Visalia, California. Go to CCCFLC for further information. Any suggestions on that one?
A comma after 2016?
Yeah, it should be technically.
Okay, got it. I can put that in there. Anything else?
Visalia?
Visalia is Central California. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
5. Okay.
So we have to drive a little bit more if we want to go to that one.
I guess so.
I've been. Have any of you ever been to a CLTA conference?
Yeah, Mary Ellen and I went a couple of years ago when it was at the LA airport, Hilton or Sheraton.
Oh, I
It
see.
might have been the Hilton. A couple of years ago. Might have been 2012.
What was your experience?
It was okay. It was interesting. They had a lot of good vendors. You know, I mean,
was it more geared toward high school than community college?
it seemed to be. It seemed to be, honestly.
That's what I've always heard.
Yeah, yeah. A little bit more skewed. I mean, it still includes community college to some degree, but it seems like it's maybe at least 60% high school.
Mhm. Exactly. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's look at the next one. MLA.
Hey, real quick, can I say something?
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Something I've noticed in this newsletter is that there are a couple places where we have URL addresses. Those, if you're going to be posting this on the internet, on the blog, let's say, those should be turned into hyperlinks so that somebody could just click.
Absolutely.
And the way to do that is you actually have to push out the period. You have to put a space. Like if you just, for example, under the ACTFL conference, if you go to that URL and you just put a space between the URL and the period, it'll turn blue and automatically become a hyperlink.
Okay, so so you're saying that right after the word org, where the period is, should I put a space before the period?
Before the period.
Okay, I just did that.
And did it turn blue?
Not yet, no.
Yeah. If you put the space in, if you just put your cursor right after org, like right directly after it, put the space in, and it turns blue. It's magic.
Okay, well I have a Mac. I don't know if that makes a difference.
Then what you should do, Kurt, then what you should do is go to where the period is, erase it, so backspace.
Okay, backspace.
So you're right behind the G.
Okay, got it.
And now try it. Put a space and see if it gives you the hyperlink.
Okay, I just tried it and it did not automatically make it blue.
Okay, then it must be a Mac thing. Because on a PC, just by putting that space, it makes it a hyperlink automatically.
Oh, okay. Well, you know, maybe if I go to the next page and come back to it, or so, I don't. Let me try that. Okay. No, it still has not.
The other option is I think you could highlight the URL and right-click and create a hyperlink.
Okay, let me try that.
That's the way you could do it as a PC.
Okay, now, yeah, it's going to be one of the menu items. I wonder under what menu that's going to be. Insert, maybe?
Yeah, insert a hyperlink.
Okay, I'm back.
Oh, you're back. Good. Yay.
Well, I'm having problems that the connection dropped, and then I tried to get in through the phone bridge, but I'm just getting music for that, so I try this again. Sorry. Okay. And my internet isn't working, so a copy of the letter is on a different computer. If somebody could send that to me, so it's on my computer, send it to ELAC email, then I can do everything from this computer.
Okay, what?
Okay.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, Mary Ellen. What did you want us to send you?
Oh, okay. I need a copy of that CCCFLC letter. The one we were working on is on another computer.
Okay, okay.
I can't connect to the internet wireless
Okay.
on that, so I can't send it to myself.
Okay. If you want to, I will send it to you right now.
Okay, go ahead.
It's going to have edits in it because I've been editing it. By the way, Lynn, I was able to. I think that was you, or was it Adrian? I was able to do the hyperlink by going up to View, and then down to Insert. I'm sorry, under the Insert menu, there is a hyperlink option, and I was able to do that. So yeah, everything is fine on my end.
So any URL address, you need to insert a hyperlink, because if it goes, if this letter's posted online, they need to be able to have a hyperlink to get to those sites.
You are so right about that, and I will make sure that that is the case. Okay, so let me go ahead and send an email to Mary Ellen. Hold on just a minute, Mary Ellen.
Yeah, and would somebody tell me where you've progressed to? I left off at lodging for the conference.
Okay.
That's where we left off. So how far have you gotten?
Okay. Can someone tell Mary Ellen how far we've gotten?
We're at CLTA, the California Language Teachers Association.
Oh, okay.
Where the conferences are and stuff. And by the way, just to backtrack a little bit, you guys, I was just looking at our Facebook page, and for last year's conference, about 2 weeks before the conference, Denise put an update reminding people, hey, the conference is coming up, we need to know if you're going to be there, we need to order food, da-da-da. So she does update this before and after the conferences.
Oh, good. Good.
That's great.
Okay, let's see, Mary Ellen, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just sent you the newsletter with my edits.
Okay.
So it should be.
Yeah, got it.
Good. So if you can go ahead and open that.
I'm downloading it right now.
Okay, very good.
Okay.
So we are then at the bottom of page 4. Am I not? I think that's correct.
We're about halfway through.
At the bottom of page 4, we already did we do CLTA, we did that. MLA, the next Modern Language Association Annual Convention is scheduled for January 7th through 10th, 2016 in Austin, Texas. You can see their website by logging on to, I'm going to convert that into a hyperlink as per Adrian's suggestion.
Thank you.
I think that was Adrian, right?
Okay.
Yes,
It was Adrian.
Thank you, Adrian. For years I have been wondering how to do that, and now I know. Really
Insert
really easy.
hyperlink. Yeah, I didn't even have to put a space between it and the period.
Good.
Okay, good. All right, so job opportunities, it says question mark, question mark. I'm on page 5 now. The question marks, what did you have in mind for that, Dave?
Well, if anybody needs a professor, part-time or full-time, they could advertise there, or if they have an opening, they could advertise there, or we could just say those things under there. Say, if do you need somebody? Advertise.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
Instead of listing particular jobs, what we could do is we could list a couple of different URLs there and say, check out these websites for job opportunities. Because we're not going to want to list every single job that's available right now. That would take up too much room.
Yes, you're right.
But we could post some, a couple of different URLs.
Yeah.
So that people could go to look for jobs.
I'm just trying to pick my brain as to where I've seen those mentioned recently.
I can give you because I'm always looking for jobs.
I think CLTA does keep track of them. I get emails from them about jobs.
Yeah, I think that the CLTA emails that get sent to us include links to job websites.
Yes, they have a website.
So do you want to just remove it altogether?
And we could also, because CLTA is also the
I just put that down there as a maybe category. If you guys wanna eliminate it, no problem.
Well, I don't see anything wrong with having it and just say check out the following websites, and then I don't know quite how to word it, but you know, for the latest job openings maybe, or what do you suggest?
Our district lists full-time job openings. So you could go to laccd.edu for full-time job openings, but you have to contact department chairs for adjunct positions. See if they have anything.
I don't know that we want to get that specific because I think there's so many things. I mean, if we start doing that, we're going to have a laundry list of different you know, places they need to check to see.
You're right.
So maybe just keep it as general as possible, and you know, check the CLTA website, and I can check on that, and I can add that later. But how about the wording of it? Check out the following websites for the latest job openings.
Perfect.
Okay. All right. Well, then that's how I'll put it, and then I'll put the link after that.
I would only give them 2, maybe 3 websites. You don't have to give them every single one. That'll get people started.
I agree, because it'll be too much.
Okay, then I put in a note to myself, 2 or 3.
Maybe don't know where to look.
Yeah, 2 or 3 websites. I'll put a note to myself about that. Okay, very good. I'll put that in red, so I can't miss it. Okay, so Dave, what was your idea here with the book review? Dave, are you with us? I think you have not checked out of the main room. Maybe he stepped out for a moment to get a drink of water or something. But here's my concern for the rest of you, and also for Dave when he comes back, that when we send out a newsletter to the chairs who hopefully will forward them to their adjuncts and full-timers.
Somebody suggested that that sort of thing be included, so I had this book that I really think explains what's going on, you know, so that we know what best to do in the classroom. And I thought I wanted to share that one with people. It's really, really, I don't know if you knew Judith Strozer, that's Carlos Otero's wife, and she was in my program. And now,
I heard from her in a while. How
yes,
I can hear you.
I'm with you. Can you not hear me?
I can hear you now.
No.
Dave? Yes.
No.
Yes.
Can you hear me? I'm here. Can you hear me? Yeah. Okay. I just said that somebody said that maybe a book review might be a good thing. I can't remember who it was. Maybe it's Denise. I'm not sure. But I know Judy Strozer. And, you know, she's connected with UCLA. Did you hear me say Carlos Otero? She's married to Carlos Otero. And, yeah, and so she was up at the University of Washington. And this is really quite basic scientific stuff that I think people really need to know, because I know a lot of people that are teaching language that don't exactly know what the scientific basis is. I mean, this is arguable, too. You could say, well, this book is wrong. I mean... And not to dictate to anybody, but at least it gives people a good starting point if they want to do that.
Dave, my point was that I think we should try to limit. I mean, the purpose of this newsletter, in my way of seeing it, is to communicate with our fellow colleagues and let them know about our conference. I mean, that is the bottom line of why we're doing this. And we can add a few other mentions of this and that, but I don't think we should go too far, and I think we should try to limit it to about 4 pages.
I agree. I think
that's
this kind of
with me.
Perfect for the blog. This kind of stuff would be perfect for the blog, but the newsletter needs to be more condensed. Otherwise, people are not going to read it. They're not going to take the time to read the whole thing. I'd say 4 pages tops.
Well, that's why I saved it for last. But you know, you guys, I just wrote this because somebody said to. If you want me to just eliminate it, what I'll do is I will put it on the blog.
Oh, yeah, please share it. Please share it.
Please do. Please do.
Okay, guys, I just, excuse me for interrupting, I just got a text from Mary Ellen that says, now I have no internet at all.
Oh, boy.
Oh, well, she's got a mess there.
Maybe she can call on her phone if she goes to the email that I sent out.
Yeah, give her the number. I have
phone number
right here if you want it.
Can you call on the phone?
I'll put it down there in the box, okay?
Okay, then I'll copy it and text it to her.
Okay.
Okay, the number is... Okay, wait a second.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yes.
I actually think, because a lot of this stuff, I think it's great information that we need to share with everyone, but I don't think I think it would be better on the blog versus the newsletter, because we need to get that newsletter down to about 4 pages. So I would actually say all of this, you know, the other stuff about other conferences should be posted on the blog.
I agree. I agree.
It should be about our conference. We're trying to promote our conference.
That's
all
true.
that other
This
stuff
is us. This is about promoting us. I agree, Adrian.
I agree. And in fact, the information about who the officers are of our organization, I think, should be on the very last page. I don't think that's so critical for people to see when they first open this up.
Good idea.
Okay. Speaking of officers, we might have somebody who's interested in being secretary.
Really?
And it would be nice to get her involved. And I think, Kurt, you know her.
Who is she?
Susana Sarate. I think you were at UCLA with her because she knew who you were. She's a friend of ours, and she's one of our adjuncts.
Fantastic. All in the family.
Yes, another UCLA one.
No Trojans. No Trojans.
Okay, good.
Oh my goodness. Dave, I'm going to kill you.
First,
Adrian's UCLA too, right?
Excuse me, I can't hear.
We're all UCLA. Go Bruins.
Except for me and Denise.
Mary will take you in because both of your sons went to UCLA.
Right.
Oh, great.
But Wildcats are very, very welcome.
Okay. So, I kind of got lost. Okay, now what was the suggestion?
I was just going to say, to get back to your suggestion about putting the information regarding the officers at the bottom of the newsletter, I think that's great. Starting with the section that says officers for 2014-17, and then it gives a little background about everybody. All that down to the very bottom of the newsletter, because that way if they're going to not read something, that's, I mean, they don't need to know. You know what I mean?
No. And they don't really, care. That's the last thing they care about is who leads.
It's exactly. On there, but some people aren't going to read the whole newsletter, so we want the main stuff up front, and that stuff can go at the bottom.
Now, I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to begin, where exactly I'm going to begin to delete regarding other conferences. So maybe it would be what, after last year's conference, where it says, well, no. Well, okay, where would you suggest I begin to delete?
After the CCCFLC Facebook page.
Okay.
That still has to do with us. That still has to do with our group. Everything there that is not part of the CCCFLC should be put onto the blog. Okay,
very good. So, Dave, are you listening?
Yeah, that sounds good.
I'm listening, and I approve. I think that's great.
Okay, so I'm doing a page break right after CCCFLC Facebook page. And, okay, and then after that, I'm going to put the list of officers. And so let's see what I have now. Okay, I've got the newsletter where it begins on the first page. Help us spread the news is the first section. The CCCFLC, I've got that. It goes to the bottom of the first page almost. Has all the basic information.
And then it goes straight to the conference.
Then it goes Conference 2015, which goes, okay, and then lodging for the conference. and then last year's conference, and then the CCCFLC blog, and then the CCCFLC Facebook page, and then the officers.
Exactly.
Okay. Okay. Very good. So we're going to have.
Does that bring us down to about 4 pages, or are we still at 5?
Yeah. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4. It brings us down to 4 pages because so actually 3.5 pages.
Perfect.
3.5 pages. Yeah. So that's a better, more palatable amount of reading for people to. And not everybody's going to read beyond the first page.
True.
You know, as long as
Right.
if they're interested, they can read beyond it, and if not, they say, "Oh well." So maybe we need to have something on the first page that mentions when our conference is. Do we have that? I don't know that we mentioned.
Maybe we at the top we put up there. Maybe we just put that right at the top, you know, with a, CCCFLC conference, Saturday, October 17th, 2015. Save the date or something like that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Fantastic, Lynn.
CCCFLC conference. Oops. Okay, that will be Saturday. Saturday. Let's see. What is the exact date of it? I gotta look at my calendar.
I think it's the 7th. Is it the 17th?
17th. Yeah, Saturday the 17th. Okay, very good. So Saturday, October 17th. And then what did we say? 9 a.m. to
3 p.m.
3 p.m. At LA Mission College in Silmar, California. Okay, so that's going to be what I did is I right below newsletter of the California Community College Foreign Language Council. Right after that I put a space, and then I put CCCFLC conference, colon, Saturday, comma, October 17th, comma, 2015 at 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. at LA Mission College in Silmar, comma, California. I suppose that should be a fairly large font too.
Yes.
Okay. Maybe not as large as the initial font.
No.
One step beyond. Okay, one step.
Probably about 20.
Okay, 20. Oh, yeah, that's what I have it at right now. It's 20. Okay. All right. So I've got that, and then it says summer 2015. Maybe we should make that fall 2015. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, fall 2015, because the summer is behind us. It feels that way anyway.
Ojalá.
I know, with the heat we've been having, oh my God.
This weather, I wish that would go away.
Yeah, really.
All right, so I think we've got the basics now of what we need for the newsletter. So now,
Real quick, I have another right there under Help Us Spread the News.
okay.
Dave's email address right there. Again, that should be a hyperlink.
Okay.
So maybe it should be somebody else's email. I don't care. I just put it down there. You can put anybody's there you like.
Oh, you volunteered. It's yours.
It's mine? Uh-oh. What did I do?
I think that's fair.
Uh-oh.
Are you volunteering, Dave?
Somebody's raising my hand.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. So this is, I guess the idea would be that if somebody emails you, then you would add them to the list of people that we would include when we email this out.
Right, and who's going to be in charge of that list?
Well, that's that's normally me, because I'm the one that sends out the newsletter. So, in a sense, maybe this should be my email address. What do you guys think?
That's more direct.
If you're willing to take it on, go for it.
I don't think I'm going to get flooded with people sending me their emails. I mean,
Probably not.
it's hard to get anyone to take action and do it at all. So I think I'll be okay.
By the way, speaking of emails, when you go to the section where the officers are listed, all of those email addresses also need to be turned into hyperlinks.
Okay. So email addresses need to be hyperlinked?
Yes.
And also the website addresses need to be hyperlinked.
Any
Right.
URL.
Okay. I will have to make sure I go through and do that. Okay, so I'm looking at the list of officers. Oh, I see. Everybody has their okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just hyperlink mine, and then that'll remind me to do it for everybody.
Okay. And then right there under Conference 2015, there's the LA Mission EDU. That needs to be a hyperlink.
Okay, hold on. Right under what now?
Conference 2015.
Okay, let me find that. That's on page 2? Yeah, page 2. Okay. Okay, it's a Conference 2015.
It's talking about LA Mission College, and then it's got their website. That needs to be a hyperlink.
Okay, oh, there it is. There it is. Okay, so let me go ahead and make that a hyperlink while we're speaking. Okay. Okay, got it.
I'm just going through real quick looking for any others.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That helps me if you do that.
I'll interrupt if I find any more.
Okay, all right, sounds good. Okay, so what else do we need to talk about? I mentioned, I think before a lot of you came on, that this coming Friday I'm not going to be available because I'm going to be at UCLA. My whole department, or the Spanish area of my department, is going to have a meeting with the National Heritage, the bilingual National Heritage Foundation at UCLA, and so I'm not going to be available for this a week from today. But 2 weeks from today, we should have our next webinar, and then maybe every Friday from that point on, which will be the beginning of starting at the beginning of September. Have one every Friday until we actually have the conference. What do you guys think about that?
I think that's great.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay, because I'm sure there's going to be...
No, 2 weeks from today is September 11th. I don't know if that's going to cause any issue with people's schedules. I don't know if people are going to be attending different ceremonies or something.
Oh, that's the... what happens there on the 11th?
September 11th? Patriot Day?
Oh, okay, okay, oh, yeah, for the Mexican, yeah.
No. September 11th. The terrorist attack. 9/11.
Oh, that's the Patriot. Oh, yeah, 9/11. Okay, so
9/11. So that day.
Is that going to be an issue for any of you as far as being available?
No, not for me.
No.
Not for me.
Okay, not for you.
I'm good.
Okay. Is there anyone who's going to not be available on that day? No? Okay. Well, it sounds like we can have our next webinar then on the 11th. I'm going to go ahead and put that in there right now. So, webinar.
Again at 10 o'clock?
Yeah, I think that works best. Is that what everybody wants to do?
Good for me.
Yeah.
Sounds
okay.
good.
And that's what we'll do. We'll keep it at 10 o'clock. And, yeah, and then on the 18th is when Maria Carrera is going to be available to join us during the webinar. I have to double check, confirm with her that 10 a.m. is going to be fine with her, and we can talk about that more on the 11th to confirm it with everybody. Anything else to talk about that you guys can think of?
Well, shall we just go ahead and say we'll have one the Friday after that too, just to round it out on the 25th?
Let me take a look at my calendar. Yeah,
We're going to have one every Friday until the conference.
Are you talking about the 25th of September?
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're, yeah.
We
We have a lot to talk about because we're going to have to figure out who's doing what, who's going to be at the table, who's doing, you know, how we're going to set up. There'll be all those kinds of logistic questions.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So every Friday, starting on the 11th of September, and moving forward from there, every Friday we're going to have a webinar. Some may be short, some may be a little longer, just depends on what we have to deal with. And we'll go all the way up. We'll do it the 2nd of October. Well, obviously, we're talking about the 25th of September, and then the 2nd of October, and then the 9th of October, and then I don't know, maybe the 16th of October, the day before.
We're going to need one.
Well,
yeah, we're probably going to do it right before, because there may be last-minute logistic nightmares. You never know. Like the food.
Yeah.
We want to make sure the food is all lined up. And by the way, Dave, have you heard anything more about the food situation?
No, I do actually have that down on my list to talk to the people in Culinary Arts Institute. And the problem is they aren't there during the summer a lot, so I call and get no answer. I email and get no answer. But school's starting, and I will go and get into their face, and they will talk to me.
That sounds a bit aggressive, Dave.
Yeah, well, I can be like that.
That sounds, yeah. I think you have to do that, though.
Well,
Okay.
we have no, or maybe some slight progress on the bank account.
Oh, what is the update there?
Well, I have not talked to Denise yet. It's just been kind of crazy here, but I will call her. I was hoping she might be coming today, so we would have a plan for you. But by next time,
Okay, we'll find out. And then Gordon was saying that you had to do some kind of setting up that, whatever it's called, nonprofit.
Right, yes.
Yeah, so, okay, let's see what Denise says.
Yeah,
Okay,
and
so
I
probably want to do the easiest thing possible for you.
right.
And,
My daughter-in-law is also a CPA, and she said that she believes that LegalZoom sets these up, which is available online. So they set it up, but there's probably a cost to it. That's what I need to find out. And then Lynn and I are trying to come up with a plan whereby everyone can pay by credit card.
Yeah, doing a PayPal account, because I think we would get more registrations, just as we did last time.
The other way might be PayPal.
Yeah, or however, because I
Right.
think that, you know, it's like yesterday, they wanted us to pay our Senate dues, and I didn't have a checkbook with me.
Me either. I do the same thing. So
You might want to also look into, I think it's called the Cube. I believe it's by Bank of America. You get it for free, and it allows you to have people pay with a credit card. My hairdresser, she used to work out of her home, and she had it. I believe it's called the Cube. It's just a little...
the tube?
Yeah, it's just a little, basically what it is a little plastic thing that you plug in to like your phone or a tablet, anything with an internet connection, and it has a slider on it where you can slide a credit card and it goes directly to your bank account.
Oh, right, but what about paying online? Oh, because not everybody would have that.
No, this is for people who want to pay at the conference with a credit card.
Oh, right. Oh, that would be good.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds wonderful. Yeah, I wonder how much it costs.
I believe it's free.
Well, that free is good.
It is very good. That's a good price.
I just don't know if other banks have it. I believe Bank of America has it. I don't know if any other banks have it.
Oh, great. Okay. And another thing that we may want to think about is, I guess you guys saw the emails that I forwarded to you regarding the attendance of one of us to the CLTA board meeting
Right, I'm sorry.
in Sacramento in September. Dave has been nice enough to be willing to attend that, but he will need to rent a car, and I think it would be appropriate if we if we use CCCFLC funds to cover the cost of his rent-a-car.
I agree.
Okay.
I agree.
All
Sounds
right.
good.
Dave, are you there?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Oh, he's coming back.
Well, he's coming back.
Yeah,
That's it right now. I especially want Dave to hear this. Dave, are you there?
Heidi still has the
Hello,
money,
Dave.
so maybe, you know.
Dave, can we hear you? Can you hear us? I see his face. I just don't see him. David. David.
David.
David.
Oh, he's
Put
got
your
little red
microphone on.
lines. Look at that. He's got little red lines
David.
on his microphone.
Oh.
He has his microphone turned off.
Oh.
There he is.
Okay.
There he
David.
is.
Hello.
What?
Hey. I'm
David,
here.
what I wanted
hello,
you to
hello,
hear.
hello.
David, can you hear us? Can you hear us? David?
Estoy gritando. Amigo.
Dave, can you hear us?
Me oye. Yeah.
Okay, now I can hear him.
Okay.
Dave, can you hear us?
Yes, sir.
Dave?
Yes, there he
Yes,
is.
sir.
Yes? Okay.
Yeah.
We just, the rest of us just agreed that the CCC, that the that the
Look at the chat.
CCCFLC. Dave, can you hear me? Look at the cat. Is that what you said? Dave, can you hear me?
I'm here. Look in the chat box. Look in the chat box.
Chat,
Okay.
not
Look in the chat box. Look in the chat. The
I
chat
thought you
box.
wanted me to look at the cat.
Look at the chat box.
Okay. Dave, we just agreed. We just agreed, Dave, that the cost of your rent-a-car at the Sacramento meeting should be covered by the CCCFLC. Can you confirm that you understood that?
Did you see I wrote dude down there?
Yeah.
That means fantastic.
This is the strangest communication I've had in a long time. Oh, boy. Okay. Sounds good. I feel like I'm watching that movie. What was it? Sweet Dude? Oh, boy. Okay, so do we have anything else that we should talk about? Mary Ellen, was there anything else to say about the bank account?
Well, I don't know if you heard me talk about mobile apps might be a way to do it, because I'm quite sure people can send checks that way once we have the account set up.
Oh.
But I don't know if everybody is capable of doing that. So we had talked about PayPal. I was cut out again. I don't know what's going on with my computer and my internet here. But Lynn and I were going to look into that. So step one is to get the account set up as a nonprofit, so then we can use it and I can get the money from Heidi.
Okay, very good. So
by next time.
So by next time, you should be able to give us an update and tell us how things are going.
I will. I'm sorry about all. And I'll email you, Kurt, if there's anything that I need you to do or anybody else to do.
Sure.
To sign anything.
Oh, listen, you know, if I have to
possible.
Meet you halfway and sign something, I will do that.
Okay.
What about the secretary thing in Susanna? Do we want to proceed with that, or do we want?
Yeah, let's get her.
Let's get her. Let's tag her.
Let's get
You
her.
have her email.
Okay. Kurt, I'll send you her email.
Well,
Or do
if
you
you
want
want
me to do it? I'll deal with it.
Oh, yeah, why don't you go ahead and deal with it and just email her and just tell her we would love to have her as secretary, and we would love to have her join us this Friday and see if she can join us.
Okay.
Great.
Okay. I'm texting her right now.
On Friday the 11th.
Yes, Friday the 11th, 2 weeks from today.
Okay.
That would be wonderful. And I will send on the Wednesday before that, I will send out a reminder, but I will need her email in the interim.
I'll give it to you.
Okay, good. Thank you so much. I will add her name to the group that I have for you guys, for the officers. Email group.
All right.
Okay. That'll be wonderful to have a secretary. That'll help out tremendously.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes, Dave. I can hear you.
Good. I don't have anything to say. I just wondered.
Were you feeling left out?
Oh, I see. You did have something to say down below. Okay, now I see what you said. Okay.
What did he say?
Susanna, yes.
Oh, Susanna, yes. Okay.
We're all multitasking right now.
I guess so.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see if we get that. Okay, then I'll send you her email. And
yeah, and she's at Santa Monica College too, which is good for us.
Oh yeah.
And West LA.
Yeah, that won't be such a far drive to go to LA Mission.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
No traffic on a Saturday.
it is, but it's cool. We'd be going against traffic anyway. But I'm glad it's a Saturday.
True.
Yeah, me too.
We're gonna have to get there. Are we gonna have to get there at 6 a.m. or something?
God, no, please.
Oh, on the day of the conference?
Yeah.
No.
Well, we're going to have to get there early, but I don't know if we need to be there that early.
8 o'clock is fine.
Be there, you know, maybe a half an hour to an hour before other people start showing up. You know, in other words, until before the members start showing up. I mean, unless there's tables and chairs to arrange, do you think that's going to be the case, Dave?
I'm going to have to talk to whoever. I'm going to go and talk to Tara.
Dave, are you there? You froze on us. Dave, you froze. Descongélate, Dave.
Davidito. No, he can't hear. Can he hear?
Well, he can't hear us. So. Estaba congeladito.
Guys, we have plenty of time to confirm what will happen with the desks and chairs.
I know.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
I think the school will have it set up for us. If they are hosting this event for us, they will be prepared.
I believe it. So, like I say, I don't think we need to be there super. I think it's a mistake to get there too early, because that could, you know, make us a little unfocused and tired, and we're already going to be tired. But, you know, I would say maybe we all show up.
An hour before is perfect.
Yeah, like 30 minutes.
An hour is probably good. I get nervous.
Yeah,
no, an hour before is probably
good. Sure. Yeah, I think that's a good benchmark. An hour before the members start showing up. Yeah, that would work fine. And yeah, so okay. Well, I think we've covered everything we need to cover today, unless anybody has anything else to add.
Oh, one thing.
Thank you for that link, Adrian.
Oh, you're very welcome. One thing, just to let you know, I see that OCC, our department meetings, the very first meeting is September 11th at 10:30. At 10:30. I don't have to go, but I'm sure Denise will have to. So that means she would miss the next meeting.
Okay, so 10:30 on the 11th is the department meeting. Denise will have to miss our group. Do we want to how long do those department meetings tend to last?
It's 10:30 to 12:30. And chances are the division meeting is either right before or right after. That's the way they set them up.
Would it make better sense for us to have our meeting, you know, maybe limit it to an hour and have it from 9 to 10 on the 11th?
That's fine with me.
That works for me. Now, excuse me, that's our next meeting, right? I just want to make sure I've got this right. We're not meeting next week, correct?
Correct.
Okay,
That's
the next meeting is going to be on the
11th.
On the 11th, okay.
Yes,
So if we want to make it at 9 o'clock, that's fine.
Is that best for everybody? I mean, is that okay with everybody?
Fine with me.
Okay, I'm going to go ahead and change it then. Well, we'll change it to 9 o'clock. And I would think that Denise might actually be in her office when she is connected to the webinar. So she would not have to, I mean, she'd be able to easily go to the department meeting right after our
Sure. That's a good idea, good plan.
Okay. All right, then that's what we'll do then. I will send an email out. I'll make sure everybody knows, you know, at least 2 days before the event. I'll remind everybody. And it sounds like that's the way we're going to do it. So, okay. Thank you for that heads up, Adrian. That will make a difference for Denise, and we've been missing her sorely recently. Yeah. So great. I'm glad you mentioned
input, because she's going to have to update the Facebook page.
That is right. We need to emphasize that. Okay, then, shall we call it a day? Call it a webinar?
Good.
Okay.
Call it a webinar, yes. Thank you.
All right. Hope everybody has a great week.
You too.
2 weeks. See you in 2 weeks.
Okay.
All right.
See you in 2 weeks, and for those of you who already started, have a good second week. For those of you who have not started, have a good first week.
Thank you.
And may all your students be able to add your class.
Bye, everybody.
Okay,
bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Yes, for
okay,
sure.
bye-bye.
Bye, everybody. Yeah. Lynn, I'll talk to you later about our stuff.